Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thuli from Thuli the mompreneur, and I do videos on homemaking, lifestyle, as well as motherhood. If you haven't watched my previous video, please go and watch that. I'll have it linked in the description down below, where I talk about what you need to do when you find out you're pregnant. Today, I will be talking about what essentials we need for our newborns. I know you guys think you need so many things, and there's so many things out there that you get so confused about what you need. But as a first time mom, I'm here to tell you that you don't need everything. So stay tuned for that. I've come up with 6 categories that you mainly need for the first few months of your baby's life. So when I had my second child, I knew that there were some things that I didn't need because there are some things that I didn't use with my first baby. So I decided to become minimal and just have the few necessities that I need. These categories that I have come up with are clothing, sleep, bath time, feeding, diapering, and travel. Let's talk about travel. The first traveling you are going to do with your child is when you guys leave the hospital. So there are 2 options that are going to come up. Either you're going to use a combi, or either you're going to use a taxi or a private car. For a car, I would suggest that you get a car seat. For me, the best car seat is the one that takes your baby from 0 months to 14, 15 kgs. I find that you buy once and you're done. If you do not own a car, or if you do not have anywhere to put a car seat, I will suggest that you get a baby carrier. So these are the types of baby carriers that are there these days. You have some that you can put your child on the back. You have some that you can put your child on the front. But the important thing is to have somewhere where you can have your hands free so that you will be able to do other things while he's carrying your baby. Us as Africans, we back our children. That has been the easiest that has been done since the beginning of days, guys. We know our mothers used to do that, our grandmothers used to do that. So that is just the easiest for us. So we back our babies. So you would definitely need a wrapper to tie your baby underneath, as well as a towel, a big towel, so that you can wrap your baby on your back. I will insert a picture of me backing Miss T. The next thing you will need is a stroller. For me, this is not really like a necessity when the baby is still small. But as the baby grows, you'll want to take the baby for walks, take them outside, and the easiest is when they are in a stroller. You can also get this once the child has been born. That's not a problem. It's not really a priority before the child has been born. But once baby is there, it becomes a priority because you want to take your child outside. And if you don't have anybody to help you with baby, and you're the only one there, you definitely need to make your life easier, guys. Let's go on to the next point, which is diapering. Let me tell you the truth when it comes to this. Your child is going to go through so many diapers in the first year of their life. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. And diapers are so expensive, guys. Good quality diapers are very, very expensive. So I use the brand called Slippers for Miss T, and I've used this since she was born, and they've been good for me. They've been good to her. She hasn't had any problems with rashes or anything. So what I would suggest before baby is born, buying newborn diapers. A lot of babies run through newborn diapers quite a lot. So don't buy a lot of the newborn. Maybe buy 2 packets of newborns for immediately when baby leaves the hospitals, because babies grow, guys. Babies grow so much. So go on to number 1, number 2, number 3, and just buy different brands of diapers. Don't stock up on lots and lots and lots of diapers, because you don't know which your baby is going to react to, which they're not going to react to. Some people think buying expensive diapers means the child is not going to react, but sometimes your baby might react to those diapers and you've spent so much money on them and then you've got nowhere to put them. Just use different types to see which one your child blends in with better and which ones are better for you. Because like for the hold of the diapers, some hold urine better than others, some keep baby dry better than others. So it's basically trial and error. Stock up on bare necessities. For me, I'd say 3 of each, 3 of the newborn, 3 of the size 1, 3 of the size 2, depending on the way your child grows, and just see how it goes. And anyway, if you don't have anywhere to put those diapers, you can always resell them because people are definitely looking for diapers. The second thing you will need on diapering is baby wipes. Baby wipes are so very important, guys, because you're going to go through them as much as you're going to go through the diapers, or even more, because your wipes, you're going to use them for so many things. You're going to use them to wipe down surfaces. You're going to use them to wipe so many things that you're going to use the wipes for. So definitely stock up on lots and lots of wipes. Me personally, I do not buy scented stuff. So everything that I buy is unscented because a lot of babies react to scented and perfumed things. And usually kids don't react to things that are not scented. So that's another tip for you if you're a new mama. Buy unscented stuff for your baby. The third thing on diapering is going to be a baby bag. There is so many different types these days. Long back, there used to be the one that you put on your shoulder. Now they've got backpacks. The best advice I can give for you is get a bag that has a lot of pockets, because you're going to need lots of spaces to put different things. You're going to need a wipe station, you're going to need a diaper station, you're going to need a Vaseline station, you're going to need where you put baby's extra clothes, you're going to need somewhere to put medication just in case. There's a lot of things that you need. The next category that you're going to look at is feeding. So for us as Zimbabwean women, we know that we're going to breastfeed our babies, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And there are sometimes that your baby might even refuse your own milk. That happens, and don't be scared about that, because that may happen. And there are times that probably you don't feel comfortable breastfeeding. It's still okay. What we need on feeding is that you're going to need a few bottles, whether you are exclusively breastfeeding or not. You're going to need a few bottles that you need to buy. Some of the brands that I would recommend for you to buy for your baby are the Tummy Tippy and the Only brand. So I've used both these brands on both my children, and I've found that the tit simulates a woman's tit. So it's easier for the baby to latch on when they are using that bottle. When baby is drinking from it, they feel as if they're drinking from their mom's boob. I would also recommend, for me, this is not really a necessity, but I'm just going to put it in there because it's something that you will definitely need. I would recommend you to get a breast pump. There are manual breast pumps and there are electric breast pumps. The easiest is electric breast pump, but if you are exclusively breastfeeding, you can always use the manual breast pump just to ease your breasts when they are full, because sometimes your breasts will get full of milk and baby is taking as much as they can, but you are producing also a lot of milk, so you'll need somewhere to put that milk and store it. So what you can do is basically just pump that milk out, put it into little packets that you can buy for storing milk, and keep it in the freezer. It's also good for baby, but I would advise you to wait until you give birth and see whether you really need it or you don't. I'd suggest this for working moms, those who go to work. This would be good for you to learn, so that by the time you finish your maternity leave, baby has adjusted to taking the bottle. On feeding, you're also going to need burping cloths. With my first child, guys, I never knew what burping cloths were. I didn't have them. And the truth is, babies throw up. Babies spit up. There's a lot of drool that comes from babies. So you are going to find that those burping cloths are going to be such a great, great investment to have from the day baby is born. So I just bought, I think, 6 of them or 7. I think I bought 7 burping cloths, so that at least if I wash one, I've got others to use. So I'd put it on my shoulder, and then when I put baby on my shoulder, when I'm burping her, soothing her, if she does throw up, I know that she doesn't throw up on my clothes, she throws up on the burping cloth. It's something so simple, but it helped me out so much. Other thing I've put here is not really related to feeding, but it's something that you will need when you have a baby, and that is a thermometer. Before baby is born, have a thermometer that you know is working, because babies heat up, babies have temperatures, babies wake up not well, and they can't talk, so you don't know what's wrong with them. The first thing you need to do when baby looks unwell is to check their temperature and see whether the temperature is normal or if it's high. If it's a bit high, give a bit of paracetamol, be on your way to the doctor. With babies, don't take chances, guys. Anything that you see amiss with your child, take your child to the doctor. Because babies get sick very fast and they get better very fast. But you don't want to take chances when it comes to your baby's life. Next thing we're going to talk about is bath time. On bath time, there are a few necessities that you need. The first thing is going to be a bucket and a dish. And guys, all these things I'm talking about are things that you need to buy before baby has been born. You're going to need a dish to bath your baby in when they come. You're going to need a bucket to wash their clothes on. I do not believe in mixing adult clothes and baby clothes together. So you're going to need to separate that and just have, where you put baby stuff. You are also going to need washcloths for bathing the baby, wiping up stuff. Next thing that you're going to need is a baby bath soap or a baby bath wash, aqueous cream, as well as Vaseline, which you're going to use on your baby. I prefer using unscented stuff, like I said before, because it doesn't make the child react fast. Doctors actually recommend to use unscented stuff for baby. Definitely buy that before baby has arrived and have it readily available. The fourth thing you're going to need is a hooded towel. Once you've bathed baby, you're obviously going to need somewhere to wrap them, and you're going to need a hooded towel, which is something like this. Once you put your baby's head in the little flap, you cover them and you wrap them up and put them on the bed or on the changing station so that they don't get cold. The other towels can work. I find that the hooded towel is better. The next category is going to be sleeping. Let me tell you guys, I do not co-sleep with my kids. I find that it's so uncomfortable having them on the bed with me. I know some people prefer doing that and they feel like it makes them bond more with their children. But for me, sleeping with them, it's a no-no, because I'm also scared that I might, crush the baby as I sleep and stuff like that. So I don't even want to take chances when it comes to sleeping with baby. What I've done is I have invested in a camp cot. So you can either get a wooden cot, you can get a camp cot, you can get a bassinet. There are different types of things that you can get. But for me, I found that a camp cot is better because I can go from 0 to 18 months and baby is still sleeping in there. So there are different types of camp cots that you can get. And the good thing about camp cots is the ones they're making these days have like different stations for different ages when baby is. They've got like a little bassinet where you can put the baby from 0 to 3 months or 0 to 2 months. And then they've got the next stage where you can put baby, which is a bit up. And once baby is moving a lot or standing up, you can put them inside where they will still be safe. And the thing with the camp cot is, because I travel a lot and I go with my child where I travel, I can just fold it up and carry it, and it's easy to use. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Just check out different options that you would like. You also need to invest in baby blankets. When it comes to sleeping, first time around, I went crazy. I loved how just cute the baby blankets were, and I bought a lot of baby blankets. You're basically going to need maybe just 2 baby blankets that you're going to need before baby is born, and then obviously invest in more once the child has been born. So you're going to definitely need some baby blankets for the baby. The last category is going to be clothing. The first thing is going to be summer or winter onesies. When I say summer or winter onesies, I basically mean short-sleeved and long-sleeved. Your child is going to live the first of their 6 months in onesies, guys. I don't see the need to buy like little outfits, fashionable things. For me, it wasn't a necessity because I know that my child is going to live in onesies for the first 6 months of their lives. After that, that's when you probably start buying outfits and stuff like that. Don't buy a lot of the 0 to 3 months because baby is going to grow out of them very fast. And then the 3 to 6 months, and then the 6 to 12 months. You're also going to need vests. Baby vests are very important because they keep baby warm. And if it's too hot as well, you can just put a vest and a diaper on your baby. And if it's cold, You can put on the vest inside the onesies. So vests are very important for babies, either to keep them cool or to keep them warm. Either way, you're going to need to buy a few. The other thing we have is hats. And like in our culture, they say the baby's head shouldn't be hit with wind if it's windy. So there's these cotton types of little hats. Definitely get neutral colors because baby is going to wear those hats with different types of clothing. So I'd suggest white, gray, probably a shade of blue, a shade of yellow, those type of colors. A brown, definitely a brown. For me, 5 is enough. 5 cotton hats, so that baby, when you come out of the house with baby, they are definitely wearing something on their head and they don't get wind hitting their head or the sun hitting their head. As well as a sun hat if it's sunny, and a woolen hat if your child is born in winter. Definitely buy those things because they're very important for a hat. You are also going to need socks. Socks are going to be very important, and you're going to find out that you're going to lose so many socks along the way. The easiest that I have found is just buy the same set of socks in maybe 10 pairs. Just buy the same set of socks so that if you lose one, you can always replace it with the other one. It's gonna know. No one will know that baby is wearing different socks because they all look the same way. So definitely buy the same set of socks. I used to buy different types of socks, and then one would get lost, and then I'd have to put her on a sock with flowers, with a sock with stripes. It didn't make sense. So definitely buy socks because you're going to be losing socks. And you're going to be wondering where all the socks are going. And till today, I don't know where all the socks that I've lost went. And final thing that you're going to need when it comes to clothing is going to be wrappers. You're going to need cotton or fleece wrappers depending on the season that you're in. You're going to definitely need wrappers. The easiest that I've found with wrappers is just get them made. That's the easiest. But if you don't have the know-how about going into fabric shops and getting stuff, just go into a shop and buy them. Those are all the essentials that I personally think that you will need for a newborn. These basic things will get you through the first 6 months of baby's life, whilst you are getting accustomed to your baby and your baby is getting accustomed to you, and you don't want to move around. All you want to do is bond with your child. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends and family. I know some of you have friends who are probably pregnant or going through the same process. Definitely share this video with them so that they can also get a few tips of what they need for their newborn journey. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.